Let's go now to Kayla Lucky for the weather news. Kayla?
Thanks, Kari. Let's take a look at the storms that passed through Washington, D.C. earlier this week. The storms caused strong winds and heavy rain that were responsible for flooding and damage. Many properties were damaged by falling trees and hail. Reports say at least 3,000 customers lost power, some of it due to lightning. And as we take a look at the Capitol, we can see how there is a fantastic lightning show that was occurring. If we see how this low pressure system, or how this storm was formed, it was formed by a low pressure system and the jet stream. Now this low created the storm on the southeast part of the low, creating the DC storm. Now this low is one of two lows in the creating our weather pattern right now, and as we can see with the weather pattern is in the shape of a Greek letter omega, and as we saw a couple of weeks ago, the omega block pattern has returned. If we look at this area over here, we're seeing above average temperatures, and if we look over into the two areas where the lows are, we're having cooler temperatures. Now if we go to the jet stream, we're seeing temperature swings of a lot of degrees. And if we go to Minnesota and North Dakota, we're seeing temperature swings within a day of 40 to 50 degrees. If we go up into parts of Canada, you're having great weather up there and breaking records like crazy. In the Pas, you're seeing at 85 degrees, and you guys will be trying to break that record for the second straight day. If we look back at DC, we can see how all these trees are an essential part to the Streaks landscape. Let's take a look at how to keep these trees in tip-top shape.
Bare branches are about to be budding. Mike Fagazi and the Grand Forks Forestry Department are ready to get their hands dirty.
So generally for the month of May, we're planting trees, and we'll probably, in an average year, we plant about 600 to 700 trees.
New roots will be taking hold, but just like humans, trees can get sick. Dutch elm disease is a common sickness in North Dakota trees. Other diseases include black knot, needle cast, and cytospora canker.
One thing we're kind of on the lookout right now is something called emerald ash borer. It's an insect that affects all the ash trees.
Mike and his team set out traps each June to monitor for the insect.
We don't have it yet in North Dakota or in Grand Forks, but that's something that's kind of on the horizon.
To keep your trees healthy, Mike says to give them a little extra TLC.
Just care for them. You know, if you plant a young tree and it's kind of a dry period, just give it a drink of water once in a while. Keep some mulch around it. Don't hit it with mowers.
Some extra care for your bark and branches could have your neighborhood blooming into a healthy summer. With photography by Taryn Braunberger, I'm Lydia Bloom, reporting for Studio One.
The best way to stop the spread of the disease is to use local firewood when having bonfires. And this brings us to our weather question of the week. What is the biggest temperature change to occur in a city over a 24-hour period? Is that A, 49 degrees, B, 64 degrees, C, 89 degrees, or D, 103 degrees? And here's a hint for you. This happened in 1972 in Loma, Montana. And that answer is 103 degrees. Now this was due to the temperature changes or the fast moving winds caused in that area. And this same thing occurred in Spearfish, South Dakota, where they saw a 49 degree temperature change in 2 days.
That's quite the change. Thanks,